Listen, the Budget Committee took a look at some of these numbers, and they found that post-sequester, your post-sequester total at FAA ops and facilities and equipment is going to be about $500 million more than 2008, and the planes were running just fine. So I'm trying to figure out, as you know, people are saying the administration is exaggerating this. So if you're going to be having totals, inflation adjusted, at 2008 levels, why all of this sturm and drang about, oh my goodness, all the planes are going to be late?
Well, first of all, we're required to cut $1 billion. The largest number of employees at DOT is at FAA, of which the largest number are FAA controllers. We're going to try and cut as much as we possibly can out of contracts and other things that we do. But in the end, there has to be some kind of furlough of air traffic controllers, and that then will also begin to curtail or eliminate the opportunity for them to guide planes in and out of airports.
Sure.
So it's a big part of our budget.
Is it true that domestic flights are down 27% from pre-9/11 levels, and the budget of the FAA is up 41%?
Well, look, we know that airlines have consolidated. We've had some of those consolidations, and in doing that, there's less traffic, of course. But
more budget.
Well, look, budgets have, go up and down, but the bottom line here is that there's sequester required. It's required by law. It means we have to make these cuts. This is not stuff that we just decided to make up to try and...
Sure. No, I understand. I guess what I'm trying to get at is that people think, wait a minute, there surely has to be money that you can take, and you say you're going to look at it, without having to have delayed flights. And the idea is that this was kind of ginned up by the administration, and not just you, but, aircraft carriers can't go here and there, to try to put pressure on Congress. And speaking of pressure on Congress, you were quite vocal about who you blamed for this when you did your news conference. I want to play just a little bit of that.
This requires Republicans stepping forward with some ideas about how to keep essential services of government running at the level that people have been accustomed to. This is not rocket science. This is people coming together the way that other Congresses have done to solve big issues.
You're a Republican. You spent a lot of time on Capitol Hill before your current job. I understand that you work for the president now, and he's a Democrat. Is it all the Republicans' fault?
Well, look, this sequester is very serious business, and it requires us to make the reductions that we're making. It requires us, as painful as it is, to furlough the people that we're going to have to furlough. And we're taking it very seriously. We hope that this week Republicans and Democrats will step forward. The president put forth a plan to find the $85 billion. $85 billion is a lot of money, Candy, and there has to be shared sacrifice here. We're doing our part, and part of what we're doing is saying to people that these reductions these furloughs,
Do you think, though, that Republicans are solely to blame for this? It just seemed that way when you gave your news conference.
Well, look, I'm a Republican. My audience is trying to persuade my former colleagues that they need to come to the table with a proposal, which, frankly, they haven't done. While the president has, the Republicans haven't.